Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I'm Sarah, this is No BS Beauty. So, talking about sunscreen today, and if you haven't already subscribed to my newsletter, I talked a lot about sunscreen in this last edition. So I'm going to talk about favorite mineral sunscreens, and none of them are going to include ultraviolet. So if you didn't watch my video from a couple days ago, check it out. If you're using this brand, you might want to do some research, do some reading. So I've got a lot of favorite, these are mineral sunscreens, and so I've got a lot of ones that I like. Most of these tend to have a tint to them. There's a couple that aren't, that are tintless, but for me I tend to find ones that have a tint work best for me, and then sometimes I don't have to wear a foundation over it. So a lot of these are tinted, some of them are not. So I'm going to try a few of them on. A lot of them I've talked about in a lot of other videos. So I'm just going to start out with this one, the Anessa. Actually, I think they recently repackaged it. The Anessa Mild Gel UV Mineral Sunscreen, which I kind of think I like the original packaging better. Or maybe these are two different things. Mild Gel Moisture UV. Are these possible? I'm going to use this one because this is the one I just got for when I was in Japan. That's the one thing that drives me crazy, is that a lot of these brands don't put the expiration dates. Instead, they put the batch numbers on them. So I don't know what expiration date 4333F7 means, but since I just bought it recently, it should be good, right? This one looks Moisture UV Sunscreen, but anyway, okay, I'm gonna go with this one since it's new and just picked it up. So here we go. It is thick. I'm gonna go for the forehead with this one. And since these are mineral, most of these, if they're not tinted, are going to have a strong cast. And this one does. Anessa is a brand I trust. I think they're owned by Shiseido. I trust them. They typically have done pretty well in testing. And I trust the brand overall. So so this would be Japanese. I think I got it in Japan. Did I pick them in Japan? Japan, yes. So you can see, and I should probably actually apply a little bit more, although I'm probably going to not be out much. It's very hot and very sunny today, so I'm probably not going to be outside much because it's gross outside. So it definitely has a white cast, so if you have a deeper skin tone, it's going to be much more noticeable than this is on me, but it is pretty noticeable. I'm going to put foundation on, so no worries. But anyway, this one has no scent or anything. I don't think it has any alcohol. It's really nice. The mild formulas, when it says mild, those typically mean sensitive skin friendly, meaning no fragrance or alcohol. So, okay, so another one that I like and love, I won't use it because this is an old bottle, the Tatcha Silk Sunscreen. It's expensive. They finally repackaged it because you can see the issues with the packaging. It would flake off and get on your hands. But this one uses 10% zinc oxide. It's really nice. It's a lovely sunscreen. It has a little bit of a tint to it, so you can get away with just setting it with powder and going for the day, but it is expensive. I do love this, and this is probably one of my favorite mineral sunscreens. Another one that I really enjoyed was the Neutrogena UV Mineral Tint SPF 30. This one's great for actually in the winter time sometimes when my skin gets dry or after a procedure, things like that. It uses 3.2% titanium dioxide and 21.6% zinc oxide. And it's really nice, really friendly tint. I think they have 4 different tints. So this one was light. And I've tested this one in a lot of videos. So, okay, another nice one, the Summer Fridays Milk Mineral Shade Drops. They also have a foundation, more of like a BB face oil that goes with it, but it's a pretty nice one. This one expired just a month ago. So I won't rely on it because when zinc goes, from what I understand, zinc goes. This expired 1 of 2025, so 5 months ago. So I'm not going to mess with it, but it is really nice, hydrating, and not for oilier skin, I would say. Just my take on it because it is on the moisturizing side, but I do have a video where I tested it, and I think it's still for sale. It's very nice. So, but when it comes to mineral sunscreens, when they go, they go. From what I understand, chemical sunscreens, there might be a little leeway, especially if you didn't open it and start using it right away. So, but from what I understand, when zinc goes, it's gone. Don't trust it. So, okay, next up, I'm going to put a little bit of this one on. It's the Klairs All Day Mineral Airy Sunscreen. And this one also, this one's not tinted. And it has a little bit of a cast on it. So, okay. But it's quite nice. They have a chemical version of this one as well. So, okay. There we go. This one's a little more forgiving than the Anessa. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but in terms of the white cast, it's a little more forgiving. The texture is less thick, which probably means you're kind of getting a little bit less protection. But it sets to more of a matte finish, or less shiny finish than the Anessa. The Anessa is very shiny, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to put foundation and powder on over them. So anyway, so you guys see Klairs, Anessa. Should I really screw my look up for the day and finish off with the Naked Sundays? I think I will. Okay, so this one's 22%, 22.5% zinc oxide. Naked Sundays now is also in the U.S. This is their mineral version, so if I were going to buy this from Australia, I'd buy this from the U.S. too. Their chemical versions, the ones in Australia versus the ones here, are totally different. So, okay, so it's thick, and I've talked about it a lot, but it is thick. There you go. I mean, it's very thick. There we go. And so you need to make sure to apply it liberally to get anywhere near the protection that they promise. And by liberally, I mean very liberally. There we go. It is thick, and it does have a feeling, like you feel it a little bit throughout the day. If you're out sweating a lot, this probably would not be my recommendation. But it has a nice finish, and on a lot of days, if I'm lazy, I just set it with powder and I'm good to go. Obviously not today since I've got 3 different brands all over me. But it is pretty nice. The tint is pretty fair. No fragrance in it. It's quite nice. Okay, this one, the Kosas Dream Beam. This one, I really enjoy this one. It is radiant. So if you have oily skin, I would not recommend this one. It is pretty shiny and greasy. You know, for the first several weeks I used it, it didn't bother me, but then once it got to be spring and summer, in the more humid months, I noticed the greasiness was more of an annoyance than it was in the winter. In the winter, I really didn't mind it, but when it became spring and summertime, when you really need your sunscreen even more, this one became kind of shiny and radiant. So if you have dry skin, in the winter, this might be nice. Oilier skin probably won't like it at all. Dry skin in the winter, it's nice, and in the summer, not so much. So yeah. Oh, a couple more. Kinship, I love this one. I've talked about it a lot. I've demoed it a lot in a lot of videos. What does this one use? 22.4% zinc oxide. It's got a tint to it, but it's pretty friendly for most skin types, and it does set to kind of a natural finish. So if you have oilier skin, this might be a mineral sunscreen that would work well for you, especially if you just set it with a little bit of powder. It's wonderful. Okay, 3 more. Bondi Sands. I'm a little nervous about Bondi Sands now after that Australian test came back. This is their mineral sunscreen. What does it use? 25% zinc oxide. It feels like a mousse. Do they call it a mousse? Yeah, it feels like a mousse on your skin. You know, not natural mousse, but it feels like a mousse textured product. And it has a little bit of a tint to it. So, okay, here we go. And it's got a nice tint, so it kind of doubles as a foundation, which makes it feel really nice. The other brand I should mention is the Dermatology brand. They have a lot of really nice sunscreens. And then 2 more, Holly Frog Solar Mineral Sunscreen. This one is, let me grab the box. I got this in I got it in a derm store box, I think. So this one uses 13% zinc oxide. And it's got, what else in here? Apple fruit, aloe, watermelon seed oil, which is a really good antioxidant. And no scent to it. Let me make some room on my other hand. Hang on 1 second. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I accidentally pulled the whole cap off on accident. Okay, there we go. Yeah, but it feels really nice on your skin. So if you have normal skin, it would be good for that. It's a little bit on the shiny side, so if you have super oily skin, but it feels light enough on your skin and works well under foundation and works well over sunscreens without any pilling issues. I will say something like the Sunday Riley or Naked Sundays. If you're using a lot of moisturizer over it, underneath it, I mean, it's going to pill a little bit. Keep that one in mind. Same with the Neutrogena one. And then last but not least, the Tinted Hue Guard 3-in-1 Mineral Sunscreen. What does this one use? 18.23% zinc oxide. And it has no white cast to it, so I'm going to use a little bit of space I've left on this hand. There we go. I'm trying to think if this one comes in different shades or not. I'm going to look in 1 second. But you can see it's really lightweight, but does a good job covering your skin. You can apply this pretty liberally. And the one thing I like about this one is it's not hard to reapply it over makeup throughout the day. So let me see. This doesn't say anything about a tint. So for some reason I thought they had different colors in this one, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. So 18.23% zinc oxide, and then visible low vitamin E, and no fragrance or anything else like that. So these would be my mineral sunscreen recommendations at this point. I'm more into the chemical sunscreens, especially during winter. So there might have been a lot of other, I know First Day Beauty has some nice ones. CeraVe, there's two ones from CeraVe. One I hate and one was really nice. So keep that in mind. Do a little bit of digging first. They both have great sunscreens, but for me, these are my favorite mineral ones and ones I think most people can get along with. So yeah, so the Naked Sundays, really nice, matte finish, nice tint. The Klairs, kind of slightly radiant, and the Anessa is very radiant, but I trust the Anessa 100%. Probably I trust, out of all of these, I probably trust the Anessa one the most. And that only says 35, but I believe this is 35, whereas some of these other ones with the tint, you might not apply it as liberally enough as you need to be, so you might not necessarily be getting SPF 50. But yeah, all nice, all fragrance free, although the Kinship I think has a one fragrance ingredient, but it doesn't have any, has a vanilla scent. So yeah, so these are all, in my opinion, good options. My favorite out of all of them is probably the Tatcha, the most expensive one. Yeah, it is my favorite out of all of them though. In their new packaging, I'll pick it up again. But I end up with favorite chemical sunscreens because I trust them a lot more, especially with my melasma. Because mineral sunscreens, you have to apply them very liberally. Most people don't. The tint, the white cast gets to be an issue. So chemical sunscreens for me are where I generate to on a regular basis. But these are all great options if you prefer mineral. So, or if you're sensitive to some of the chemicals in certain sunscreens, I totally get it. So anyway, if you have a favorite mineral sunscreen, leave a comment below with it and why you love it. And I will see you more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.